Hey everyone, in this video we're going to talk about Pearland ISD's Proposition A. This will be on the ballot for November, and this is where Pearland ISD is asking us to pay more in taxes than we have to. Uh, it's a voter-approved tax rate election, and so there are a couple of things that stand out to me. And we're going to start with this. This is the presentation that the district is putting out there to say, hey, this is why you should vote for it. Most of it is just basic information. This is what we do. This is how many kids we have enrolled. And this right here, slide 5, is this is the first little hiccup right here, because if you look at this graphic, it appears that we are well behind other districts in terms of revenue per student. And this is based on the 2020 efficiency audit, according to the district. And as you can see, this has us coming in at $500 per student under our peer districts, and $1,100 under the state average per student. And if we look at other things the district has put out regarding this, I have to question this $9,300. And we're going to start with this document. This is the actual notice of public meeting, where the school board, put out the information where they, they wanted to change the tax rate and have it higher than it needed to be. And this is on Pearland ISD's website. There is a button in the top left corner that says transparency. You click on that, it'll take you over here to this document. Now, when we start looking at this and the district compares the proposed rate with last year's rate, so last year's rate was $1.3185 per $100 of property value, taxable property value. The proposed rate is $1.3152 per $100 of taxable property value. So even on looking at last year's numbers, when we add this up, local and state revenue per student, this gets us $9,700 and change. Actually, almost $9,800 per student, according to this document. When we go back to the presentation, they say $9,300. Well, this is already, this is $400 under what this says. Two documents, numbers do not match. To complicate that further, when we look at this is also on the, this is, I think, under their financial transparency reports. Actually, no, hang on a second. Where are we at? Yeah, financial transparency report. When we look at this, based on the financial summary for the fiscal year ending in 2020, back over here, efficiency audit 2020, fiscal year ending 2020. The district on this document says that between local, state, and federal revenue, they brought in $11,000 per student, which is a far cry from this $9,358. Now, going in to actually look at the audit, which is here. This is the complete audit. Again, efficiency audit, documents that are available. Some of the numbers match, some of them don't. This is the year ended 6/30/2020, so we are clearly talking about the same year. And one of the things that, and I'm pretty sure I know what the response would be, which it actually makes pretty good sense. We're leaving out, what we don't have listed here is the federal revenue. It's not specifically listed. But if we go down here to page 44, we can see federal program revenues, $3.4 million, and then other governmental funds. Good chance a chunk of that was COVID money. But the $13.8 million does show up here. But it's just some of these numbers, don't jive. If you're going to put out information asking citizens to vote to give you more money, the numbers and the documents you put out should line up better than this, and they should be easily understandable. There shouldn't be this much discrepancy when you're asking for more money. The another thing or two that kind of stands out. This is the 20. This is for the. This is this year's budget book. So fiscal year 2022. This fiscal year. When we look at some of this stuff, there we go. General operating fund. Um, this kind of stands out to me as well. The ending fund balance is projected at $61.8 million, and this represents a 113-day operating reserve. This is above the 90-day operating fund balance that they want to keep, which, understandable. I mean, it's a lot of money. Do they really need to have 90 days worth of funds? Maybe, maybe not. Different conversation. But when we take the 61.8 million, divide it by 113 days, we get the operating cost per day. And then we multiply that by 90 to find out what the actual 90-day operating fund balance is, and we get $49.2 million. So this is, according to Pearland ISD's 2022 budget numbers, this is what they need to operate for 90 days. So a little bit of quick math says that they are already projecting to have $12 million over their operating their 90-day operating balance. So if Prop A doesn't pass, the district will miss out on $4.7 million of state revenue. That so the residents would pay an additional $2.7 million in taxes. The state would kick in $4.7 million and bring in more money for the district. But when looking at some of these fund balances, and this is not even getting into the capital projects fund balance, the district certainly appears to have some money that they could float this difference on without coming to the residents in a time of increased inflation, increased prices, and asking for more money. It I don't see this being successful. I really don't. The Vader that the district tried to get passed last year failed miserably. Based on some of the comments on social media, people aren't happy about this one either. And the district will have responses or they'll have answers. But the thing is, these answers come from will be put out through little snips on social media, maybe an email here or there. There may be explanations. Oh, well, you have to look on page 61 of this document and 74 of that document. Believe me, I've been through this with them before. And, and it's still, if all I'm saying is that if you're going to come to the residents asking for more money, the information that you put out should be more straightforward and more easily discernible than this is. I mean, again, 3 documents straight from the Pearland ISD's webpage with 3 completely different sets of numbers. And I don't know, it makes me ask questions. Hopefully it makes you ask a few questions.